Alright, stream should be up and running. Hello everybody, back at again with another Saturday stream here. Got the Violent Custom O2 here as the face of the update here, so gonna give people a chance to join in before we start getting into, whatever we end up planning to do today. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about since I already covered a lot of the unit adjustments last stream. That was the main focus of that. So, really don't have a whole lot when it comes to today's stream. Not really a whole lot to talk about, at least not GBO2 related stuff. There might be some stuff still regarding the unit adjustments since I have tried a few more of them out, but I'm kind of also trying to save some of that for future videos as well, so we'll see what exactly we get into, but yeah, I guess we'll start getting, on the move here. So yeah, as I mentioned, we have the Violent Custom O2. That is our new 4-star. It is a 600 cost support unit. We have a limited supply drop available for the Ghoul, which now has a level 2. I have seen one level 2 Ghoul so far, only one of them, but yeah, still surprised that it took them this long to make a level 2 Ghoul, because I think the Woundwort has already had its level 2 for a while, and those suits came out around the same time, so glad I finally got it. Fitting timing to do this on the last day of, yeah, last day, the last day, everybody. But yeah, we got the guaranteed supply drop here with the half off. I only did the half off spin, really trying to save my tokens up. And then we have the free pull. Let's do that real quick. Hopefully we get something good, because not really a whole lot of good stuff on this. A lot of repeats. And yeah, Jim Kai, CBT, like, yeah, very fitting, I see. So I don't think the... Oh, hello, comic. I don't think the O2 was found anywhere. Like, do you mean like in matches? New arrival, we got Alex CA, recycle counter. Yeah, we don't have any of the buffed units, yeah. So it was a bit on the surprising. Oh, you probably mean, yeah, file-wise. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the O2. I think I've heard it mentioned, like, just as something to get in, but, like, not anything like that. Maybe you just don't remember. Yeah, yeah, maybe, because there's been a lot of, like, different stuff, so that could always be the case. But, yeah, that's our stuff. No new markings or patterns. Yeah, that's really about it for the supply drop here. I'm gonna go claim my tokens over here real quick. Yeah, I only did the half pool because I really am trying to save my tokens now. Really trying to wait for the Magnum Martel to come out, so if it has a step up, I want to make sure I have enough tokens to do the full step up if I need to. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try to skip a banner or two, not entirely sure yet, we'll see. But yeah, really just waiting for that suit. I'm hoping it comes soon, but yeah. I did thought of it to come in someday as the support one, but guess it'll be the last week of November. Yeah, how fitting the bird-looking suit comes around literally Thanksgiving Day. But they really brought in the turkey for this one. Yeah, very fitting for the CBT. But let's see what our matches are. I mean, I guess we could do 600 because that is where we're going to be finding the new suit, but the 600 space as well. I doubt anyone's using it at 600 space. 300 ground as well. Oh, it's about to switch anyway, so they really won't be 300 ground for long. Yeah, I guess I'll try to do 300. At least I'll try to do one 300, just to kind of start us off. What do I want to use? I've been trying to use a lot of the low cost buffed stuff. Actually, I don't think I've used the... Where's the White Dingo gym? I haven't used this yet in an actual match, so... Might try to do something with this. Try to beef up the melee, beef up the range damage. I'm just gonna get rid of my HP increase and just... Oh, I can put the focusing ring on this. Yeah, there we go. Quicker focus time. That'd actually be really good, yeah.
Team is set. Make your final preparations.
But I honestly, I really do not have a whole lot to say during this stream. Because I don't have the new turkey. I don't have it, the support turkey, so I really can't say anything about it. I've heard it's good. And like from the matches that I've seen where it's like been there, I haven't really seen anything too impressive, so again, not really too much to say. Just explore most suits that are still around to be used. Yeah, I'll probably just try to do that. Probably, maybe I'll try some different things that I haven't really used. But I do want to start off with the White Dingo gym here.
Okay, meatheads, get your rears in gear. Go, go, go!
With its Dollar Tree Beam Magnum. So yeah. Yeah, be buffed, yeah. Yeah, that's why I want to try it, because I think I mentioned it in a different stream that I never had a suit that had the double focus skill. So I really want to try it on this and see how it works. Great value Beam Magnum. No aim. But yeah, I heard the damage is supposed to be really good with the second charge. So we'll see. I just gotta find a raid. Oh, this works too. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's already a really good start. And they gave it new Vulcans as well, I believe. So. Where'd they go? Alright, got him with the neutral with the heat sword. Wait for my beam rifle to get ready. I really want to see what I can do to evade, but I don't want to hit that goof because that thing's already... There we go. Yeah, it's already doing pretty good for the start here. And it doesn't really take that long to get the second charge either. Be like 6k for the second charge. Yeah, like it seems like that's about what I'm getting. That's my teammate. I'm gonna move from here. And then for the higher levels. Yeah, it's really good for the second charge. And again, like it doesn't take that much to really get to it either. So like, you can really just kind of get this, throw it in. Can y'all leave me alone? I'm just trying to go after your raid. If I can find them. Oh, I missed that one. Even that's not even the raid. Okay, it's just a Makube's goof. It would be nice for still a gimmick troll suit. Yeah, like I feel like it makes it a bit more serious to play, I guess. Because, like, this thing has always been more like a meme suit, I feel like, with the large beam rifle. So yeah, I feel like having it with the second charge, I feel like you can feel like you're playing it a bit more seriously. The other options are just basic gym. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, like, the other options are a lot of, like, you're pretty much playing a ground more weapon options things are. If I could find that Makuve's goof, I actually want to see how much damage I could do to them. Okay, almost 7,000 to the TB guy.
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone.
No, I would say you can't do success with the rocket launcher. Yeah, I have seen people use the other weapons for this. Primarily I've seen the rocket launcher, and I think I've seen the regular beam rifle a couple times. So I have seen players use the other options that are available. I'm really waiting for that Makuve's goof to show themselves. Oh, I guess I have this ad guy instead, though. I kind of want to do that to mix the high damage Vulcans for the level 4. With like decent ballistic damage. Yeah, that'd probably be a nice combo for the high cost version. I'm pretty sure I have the level 4 of this, I just don't think I've used it. I would've wished they made the melee on the suit better. Yeah, I haven't used the melee too much yet, so I can't really say anything about it yet. I haven't found myself in any decent melee range. Oh, come on! They just went right around the corner. Oh, and this might be my chance. Never mind, I'm just gonna get my HP melted by a bunch of mines. I wasn't even the full charge, I just wanted to finish off the Makuve's goof. Oh man, the mines keep getting me. It's the mines that keep tripping me up this match. I mean, not that I'm even stressing it too much, because it's a quick match. I'm just really trying to see how well the suit performs, which it seems like it's actually doing pretty well. Since I don't even really play this suit that often. Pew! How did that whiff? Oh, well, joke's on them, I got grenades anyway. That was such an after effect, what the heck?
The enemy's captured a beacon. We've lost an ally. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
There we go. There we go. Get the last second kill.
I was on the edge of my seat there, but you did it.
Oh, I didn't even I didn't even beat my rival, whoever it was. Yeah, 10th place. I did the worst.
Here are this battle's rewards.
Seeing the suit does remind me that someday I would like to play Rise of the Ashes. Yeah, I think I've seen gameplay of it. It does look good. It was on the Dreamcast. Yeah, I don't know if it was that one I saw gameplay of. I think I'm pretty sure I've seen some of it, because it's the same one that has the White Dingo gym too, right? White Dingo in general. Yeah, so yeah, I think I've seen a video. I think I've seen video gameplay of it, but that's like it. And like I said, it did look good. I think the Sniper 2 is the upgrade. Yeah, I think it's got the Sniper 2. I think the Gelgook ground type is also in there. VD. Yeah, Vishtanahu. But isn't... Yeah, is the Gelgook... Not that Gelgook ground type, but is the regular... This one in as well? No, it's Lost War Chronicles. This is Rise in the Ashes, so maybe it was... it may have been this one I saw. Lost War Chronicles. I think this might be the one I saw. But yeah, we'll move to... Ooh, 600 random too. So yeah, we'll move to 600 then, and see if we can't find any of these violent O2s flying around. Pretty much a sequel of Journey to GBO2, only in Japan. I was gonna save this for like another video, which I'll probably still do a video on it, but I did get the fin funnel new Gundam. So yeah, did get this, already been playing matches in it. Trying it out. Really good suit. I'll probably make a video on it sometime in the future. But I'll also play a few matches here, since this is the newest thing I have to talk about. I got this from the half pool, trying to, for the step up for the new Violent. I guess I should have pulled up the new Violent in the menu as well, I forgot to do that, so... While I have the... Just paint the gen yellow and have the fin funnels and boom, top tier. Yeah, it's a really good suit. Like, I feel like the general was also really good, but like, I really like playing the support more. MP new kind of is overall. Yeah, I feel like they're both good. But I much prefer the support one though. Like, I think I like the support more. But while we're talking about supports, Yeah, here it is, the Violent Custom O2.
Beam is set. Make your final
Weapons,
preparations.
skills, explanation. Alright, let's ready up. Oh, somebody else is already going support. No, I guess I'll have to change. That. Oh, well, maybe not. It depends if we actually get into a match. I don't know, if I need to go raid, I'll probably go Gundam Unit 5 or something. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few suits I could probably use. Could play Violent Isolot. I've been meaning to get more matches with this. I mean, I don't know if I want to play Violent Custom, because I actually suck with this suit.
Beam is set.
Oh, I do have
Make
the...
your final preparations.
What map are we on? Yeah, I guess I'll go this. There are honestly a lot of suits I need to play, but just haven't yet. Like, I could also go level 2 Mushika. I need to give that suit some more time, because last time I tried to play it was when the Jan Fjavin came out. And that was a very rough time for raids, so maybe now that things kind of died down, it'd be a bit easier to play it. I feel like that suit would actually be really good against the new Violent as well. But yeah, I'll at least try to do one match with the Fin Funnel mass production new Gundam here. Just so I can give a brief snippet about how I kind of feel about it.
Heading to the battlefield.
It's kind of weird to remember that I did a testing video on the General MP New Gundam even after it released. Because that's when I was trying to see if I could do like testing videos. I think I only did it twice before I kind of just ditched the idea. Really, it wasn't something I did too often.
Commencing operation.
But yep, here we are. Hopefully we don't get the same maps, because I feel like I have gone Mass Driver Facility a lot in prior matches I played this week. So hopefully we get some new stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna follow my...
The enemy's captured a beacon.
I was gonna follow my teammate, but I guess they have different plans. Okay, almost 2,000. I assume that probably is the enemy team's raid that I hit. Ew, I see an Anksha. Disgusting!
Damage is building up. Watch yourself.
O2 seems really good since it has the full armor unicorn thing with the double beams. Yeah, I think it has, from what I've seen, it has it. The skill. Hey, it's E2.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Semi-transformation that activates when boosting. Yeah, I feel like, isn't that kind of like what the Didn't the Penelope have something like that? Or was that a different skill?
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. The legs are overloaded.
Okay, that was a lucky stun.
Mobile suit has been destroyed.
Yeah.
We've lost an allied unit.
It does less stagger for more damage.
Clear out of the hot
And the transformation thing is kind of like the Penelope. Yeah, it seemed like it was kind of similar, but I doubt it's the exact same
Take it off.
skill.
Redeployment now. Firing has stopped. Darn.
But I mean, it still looks nifty though. I just know a lot of people seem disappointed in it only because it's not the Burning Gundam. Because that's what the Steam side got, so... Really seems like there's like some disappointment when it comes to that. And that's actually another thing I want to talk about. Not necessarily about the Burning Gundam, but like... Yeah, Steam got God. Oh, that's my teammate. That's an enemy. But, yeah, like, there was this whole thing with the God Gundam trailer where, like, I don't know why you had a lot of people in there. Like, it was like 4 or 5 people claiming that PS5 had the freedom. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know why that was a thing. Like, supposedly, I guess it's in the files, but, like, it's not in the game. It's not playable. And, like, everyone kept trying to say it was only PS5. So, like, that was... I don't know. I just felt like I really needed to call that out, because it really just seemed odd.
An ally has lost an allied unit.
I mean, if I had to guess, it was probably just trying to, like, seek attention or something. It's just weird that there was so many people who were, like, saying it, though. That also is Steam only? Exactly! So, like, I don't know why... Like, again, aside from it was supposedly found in the PlayStation files, I don't know why you had all these people. It was like 5 different people in the comments for the God Gundam trailer who were, like, over here saying that PS5, and specifically PS5, had the freedom already. And I'm like, both the PlayStation GBO2s, I'm pretty sure are the exact same. So I don't know why PS5 would have the freedom and we wouldn't. Which is why I felt like it was so weird. And I confirmed it too, like it's not in there. I asked around, it's not in there. So like I literally don't know what people are on about. I wish we had that already instead of holding the fun. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's probably just more trying to garner attention, if I had to guess. Well, number 1's at the enemy base, so yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do. Hello, Goof. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about how weird people in the trailer for the God Gundam were being. So, yeah. Honestly, I really need to stop reading the comments for the GBO2 trailers in general, because they are never positive. Like, every time I've seen a trailer for a new GBO2 suit, or if they do, like, an event thing, the comments are just never positive. I get it. I get it's the GBO2 community, but, like, it's actually very disappointing at times. I mean, yeah, it's just how the internet is, but I feel like when it comes to the GBO2 trailers, it's just like, you really can barely find any speck of positivity when it comes to the trailers. Oh, don't go away, I was trying to lock onto you through the gate here. But yeah, I mean, I get that's the internet, but like I said though, it's just kind of disappointing. Because especially since I feel like a lot of the things that people complain about, it's just like, there's no point really complaining about it. Like, I don't know. It's weird. The trailers don't really get a lot of comments either. It's something else I realized. Which means it's not very hard to find the more just... yeah, like, it's not that hard to really find those type of comments in there, because it just isn't a lot of comments in the thing to begin with. If you want to see them get really mad, bring in the turn A, or the G self perfect. Well, I feel like that's how you're gonna... yeah. Honestly, turn A would be kind of cool. I think we won that by, like, one last kill. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, a turn A I could honestly see them putting in. Because I do feel like that one is kind of popular, but, like... yeah, you know. Yeah, not my best stats with the fin funnel version here, but...
Here are this battle's rewards.
yeah. Maybe even the 00 Quattro. At this point, they just need to get all of the crossovers. Now, I can't really call them crossover suits. Get all the AU suits from Evolution and just put those into Gundam Battle Operation 2 Steam. That's just how you gotta do it. That way we can play Gundam Evolution in GBO2. That's how we fix the problem. Even before AUs got in, felt like the most obvious to me was the G-Self. Only because G-Reco is like, what, thousands of years later after UC? That's gonna be like the first 1,000 cost suit. That's gonna be the first 1,000 cost. But... yeah, like... and especially, it's very evident with the trailers when it comes to the Steam ones as well, because, like, you can definitely tell when it comes... because, you know, they do two different trailers, because Steam and PlayStation get two different things. When a Steam trailer drops, it's usually a lot of people upset that it's not on PlayStation, and then those people come to the PlayStation version of the trailer and complain on that as well. So it's just like... it's just the same people sort of complaining. So yeah. When it comes to a balanced AU mobile suit, the Buster Gundam would work in the game as well. Or as is. Yeah, Buster Gundam would be kind of cool. They've both been balanced so far, just that the God is better than the Freedom at the moment for now. That was another thing too, like, you always have the people complaining that a mobile suit is overpowered in the comments of the trailers. And, like, I don't know how you're gonna say the thing's overpowered when you don't know the stats and what you're seeing is gameplay that's meant to make the suit look good. Like, you cannot say that the suit is overpowered if we haven't even seen it in practice yet. That's another thing. But yeah. I remember when the FF New got revealed, it was the sport victim complex in the comments. I've thought about downloading GBO2 on the PC, but I'm not sure about it. Yeah, I've been considering it too, but I'm really just not sure. Sometimes you can just tell depending on its kit. Hello, Sev. I mean, yeah, like this sometimes you can, but I still feel like a lot of people jump the gun, and it's like, okay, the thing didn't even release yet. Like, can we at least let it come out first before we start, you know, pointing the finger if it's overpowered or not? Because then a lot of the people who say something is overpowered, like, really don't have any real reason. The only time I've seen there be an actual reason that people pointed out was the Perfect Gundam TB on the trailer for that. You did have people explaining why that suit was going to be overpowered, but then somebody tried to put that for the God Gundam, and, like, they didn't respond to somebody who asked how it was overpowered. At least I don't think they did. But like, they really didn't have a they really didn't have a reason aside from it just looked overpowered, and it's like, okay. They just see something spooky and go, oh my god, why is that a thing? Since they did bring in the god slash burning, miss a chance for the devil Dark Gundam as a boss. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think they would do it just to make the model for that, but that would actually have been really cool. Because it did seem like when it came to the burning Gundam here, I feel like they were really trying to sell this. Like they were actually, I feel like they did a bit more advertising this suit than they did with the Freedom. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like they really tried to go in hard with the burning here. There's another funny thing too when it comes to trailers. There's a lot of comments on there that don't even relate to GBO2. There's a lot of people asking for like other games that I guess are under Bandai, because usually it's Bandai who posts these trailers. So like there's a lot of comments that are just asking about like oh, we don't care about this, whereas like insert game. So it's also really funny. This is like, it's so weird. The comments when it comes to GBO2 trailers are literally just very weird. Freedom was the recency of Freedom. This is for 30th anniversary of G Gundam. I guess you do have a point there. They do have more reason to advertise this one. We'll have to put the PC version on life support as long as they can. Yeah, I guess so. But then there's also the vote as well, because I know that's another thing too. There was a lot of comments on both trailers for the Violent O2 and the Burning Gundam. There were a lot of comments of people either asking why this was a thing, and then when they got the explanation, they were just really upset at PlayStation players for trying to be, put in quotes, UC purist. And then, like, you had the people who already knew who were just, you know, being upset about it as well. To also be fair, I don't think anyone would know they would had do it. If you want to go outside of Gundam, the best would be Macross, and with Valkyrie, still best to keep it within Gundam though. Yeah, I feel like GBO2 probably wouldn't cross over with other brands, but I do feel like, you know, like with PC doing the AU suits, that I feel like makes sense. Along with not knowing about the voting thing. Yeah, I mean, I think this does seem like there's a good number of players in the comments who didn't know about that, which is why, you know, they did get an explanation. There were plenty of people who did explain why that was the case. And then, again, it was usually just a case where the PlayStation players, but no, I guess more the PC side, I guess it was both, honestly. I guess it could just be anybody who played on console was just upset that that was the vote. As soon as the G Gundam pops up, everyone wants it in both versions. Well, even with the Freedom as well. When the Freedom came out, a lot of people were questioning why we didn't get it in console as well. Because when the Freedom came out, that's when we had the UC Engage event, and then you had all the UC Engage haters. Go figure. You had the UC Engage haters, and then you just had the people who were like, oh, well, why are we getting this instead of the Freedom? Which, I mean, I thought the UC Engage thing was a better deal, because, I mean, I like UC Engage, and we've got 5 suits out of it. Which even then, PC got them eventually as well, but yeah, like, that's just kind of what I'm talking about. Anyone can be like that for any AU suit they're a fan of? Exactly. Exactly, like, and like I said, we saw, it was in for the Freedom Gundam as well. You can read the comments of those trailers, and you do have people who are bringing that up. So, like, it's not even necessarily that it's G Gundam this time, it's just that, yeah, it helps that UC Engage is still UC, exactly, yeah. See more people be like, keep your C out of my PlayStation. But there were some of those too. Even then, with the Burning Gundam, that's another thing I saw. You do have people who think the AUs are trash and want to keep GBO2 strictly UC. So like you have like so many sides that are going on here. There's literally more factions going on in those comment sections than literally anything that happened in like Mobile Suit Gundam. Like you got like literally every faction trying to fight over this. Killing Me with Freedom, which is like at first to me, oh my gosh, to fave, but also why do they have to be PC? Although if I want to play AU and other mobile suits, still got Breaker 4 for that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do have Breaker 4. I mean, some people might not consider that the same thing, because like, if you like the gameplay style of GBO2, I mean, you are gonna want to play those suits here. That I think is a good advantage for the UC Engage suits, because like I know a lot of people do not like the gameplay of UC Engage, so the fact you can play those suits here is really good. But yeah, UC Pierce be having that for they won't shut up about it. Like yeah, I mean listen, I get it. Just wait, GBO2 next 2 is around the corner. Yeah, I mean, Willie, with your comment, I mean I get it. UC, the Universal Century has always been my favorite timeline of Gundam. I really like the UC. Again, it's my favorite. I like a lot of stuff that came out of it. But I'm not going to come over here and say that the other AUs are trash, because there are some of them that I do like, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the AUs. There are still some of them I do like, and especially when it comes to the mobile suit designs as well. I do think some have some really good MS designs. But, you know, like, I feel like it's kind of like the same thing with, like, Transformers. You have the G1ers. Unless it's late UC, no one wants to talk about that. Yeah, pretty much. No, but even then, I feel like Victory and F91, I feel like, at least when it comes to the mobile suit designs, I feel like those are underrated as well, because those series also have some really good mobile suit designs, which I would not mind seeing in GBO2 at some point. With Seed in particular, you have been a fan, as I have been Gundam, with obsessive hate wagons. G-Reco is late UC, so can't say I blame them. Yeah, like I said, G-Reco, G-Self is going to be the first 1,000 cost suit. It's going to be the highest cost to exist. Some would be with IBO and Age, I guess Age? Yeah, probably. But yeah, it's just like, maybe it's me. Maybe it actually is me. Maybe I'm just way too optimistic and I just get excited over different things. But like I said, it's just very disappointing when you just go to those trailers and you read the comments and like, you really just don't have, not only again are there not a whole lot of comments, but a lot of them just in general are not really positive. Like, you really don't have a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, like, we're getting this thing, woohoo. The majority of the comments are usually just people complaining. And I get it, people will complain. That's the internet for you. But come on. Come on. It's obvious that the most OP mobile suit will be 5-star 1,000 cost Ball Boy. It will be the Ball Boy. It actually will. And then you'll have the Zac Pod to go with it. That'll be the next week's suit after that one. I know it has been less seed these days, unlike the late 2000s, early 2010s, but it still tends to exist in some way. Yeah, I feel like the next thing they're gonna try to do crossover-wise, I wouldn't be surprised if they do Wing Gundam next. I feel like something from Wing would definitely be interesting to have for Steam. And it'd be like the first transforming suit as well, if they do like the Wing Gundam, so that'd be pretty cool. I do like the design of the Wing Gundam, I wouldn't mind seeing it, but yeah. You'll get 00. Eh. Eh. I mean, I don't know, might also be cool. They would likely drop the Wing Zero. Yeah, that's the one I heard too, probably Wing Zero. Hate-wise from hardcore Western internet fanbase. Barbados be my style, just like the God Gundam is. Hello, Devion. Yeah, I feel like if they do the Barbados, they would have a very similar style to the God Gundam, make it more like melee focused. Yeah, Wing Zero most likely spec next. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Wing Zero. I would take the Tall-Geese. You know what? It would actually be such a power play if they do the Tall-Geese, because I feel like the Tall-Geese is actually really popular. So, like, honestly, if they did the Tall-Geese instead of the Wing Gundam, I actually wouldn't be surprised. I want a Leo. The Leo would be awesome. Leo would actually be awesome. That'd be another just power play right there on their end. More likely to get the Wing Zero Endless Waltz. Honestly, they can just do any Wing Zero. I feel like any of them just kind of works. But yeah, I guess I'll take this moment while we're just kind of chatting to go a bit more into the new support here. The Violent Custom O2, the Support Turkey. Support Turkey. I lost my voice for a moment there. Holy Jesus. But yeah. I just think they would just do the main characters. Everyone would throw money for the Angel Wings. I want some of the non-Gundam suits from AU. I would go for the TV version. Never was a fan of the Feathered Wings. Yeah, I feel like the Feathered Wings would probably be a bit much. Like, that's why I feel like they'd go for the more standard one, because again, they can make it transform. Like, I feel like they'd want it to transform just to be a bit more unique from what we already have. Not just a lot of AUs, like some just assume, which I find odd. I still don't understand the whole everyone being concerned about the Engage Gundam variants, because I still hear people talking about that like they're going to completely invade the game. That one still, yeah, that kind of makes me laugh with the Engage Gundam, because we have not gotten a new version of that in UC Engage for a while. I think they gave us all the variants. People hype up the Agent Wings more, so more likely to get that version. Engage Young is pretty annoying. Yeah, but it's not the Engage Zero variants, it's the Engage Gundam, which has more variants than the Engage Zero has. It'd be like a Zeta, but wielding 2 fast Hyper Mega Cannons. Yeah, like, that's exactly why I think they would do it. My Theta Plus, though? Theta Plus is long overdue. They actually need to add that suit in. Is this suit ground only? No, it's ground in space. Okay. But yeah, here's your weapons. I kind of already did a quick overview of it, but like didn't go too much into it. You have resist move. Got the flight system. High performance counter at level 2. Got the arrow armor. Special armor material for both arms. Yeah. It is there in file, so it'll come eventually. Yeah, like I feel like the Theta Plus has already been like found out. And even then, I feel like it's such an obvious suit from Moon Gundam to add. Like, even UC Engage has it. Like, it was the event suit. It was literally the event suit for the first part of the Moon Gundam story. So, like, it is very weird they don't have it. Full Armor Unicorn needs to be able to switch the Magnum for the Vazel's rifle for accuracy? Does it use the Vazel rifle? Because I feel like I've never seen it use a Vazel rifle before. Have the Medusa and have it plank to ply. It used it in the anime. Okay, so but that's what I meant, like if it uses it in the anime, because I know the full armor version in here doesn't use it, but yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know if they would add it though. The Medusa though is another one. I do want them to add the Medusa. I really want that suit in, because I actually colored my Hama Hama to try to be the Medusa, but like, I don't know, I have more faith that we're gonna get the Theta Plus than the Medusa. I mean, I feel like they could do the Medusa. I feel like it really shouldn't be that hard. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's just be a very interesting thing to try and accomplish. But yeah, I have mine in the Medusa colors here, just to show my support. There's a bunch of potential with the game and mecha mechanics they can add, but they obviously must not know Gundam. You know, Banija would not use anything less than the Beam Magnum. Yeah, he wants to use nothing but the Beam Magnum. I should also mention that there are people who like GBO2 as the Gundam experience they do. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But, yeah. And we'll want to have AUs in there in comparison to other game experiences. Yeah, like, I feel like there is justification for the AUs to be in. Especially since now, I think a lot of my worry when they originally did AUs is that I thought they were really going to try to go ham with it. Like, they were just going to try to add a bunch of them. But it seems like they're relatively not slow about it, but they kind of have timing between them, so yeah. The community sucks compared to 3 years ago. Yeah, I think I had a big talk about the GBO2 community a while back and kind of what I thought about it. Like, that was like a whole nother stream. Since why would you ask them to play something else that may not be for them? Yeah, like, I feel like that's what I kind of mentioned earlier. There are people who do like the gameplay of GBO2. I really like GBO2 as the game it is. I like the way it is structured and how its mechanics work. So why would I want to play something that isn't, you know, similar to this? Like, that is a valid point. Should have named it Gundam Battle Operation UC. Well, I mean, no, because the first one started as UC only, and then they did the second game, so I don't know if they intended for them to do AU at some point. I don't know, but yeah. I mean, they do put on the website for GBO2 that it is supposed to be UC based. I mean, it is on the website for the game. If you want to go all out on AUs, bring the Ares from Wing. Oh man, Ares would be funny. It's like being like, oh, you like this this aspect of a game, then why don't you play this other IP? Yeah. Make a campaign to GBO2 or a separate game with a co-op game for those who want to have fun with Gundam with friends, because GBO2 is not that. Literally what everybody says Code Fairy should have been. Literally what Code Fairy actually should have been. Code Fairy should have been a co-op game. I haven't played Code Fairy myself, but I have heard that as a constant complaint that game should have been co-op. It really should have. That game honestly should have had a co-op option. Like that co-op really should have been an option. Like, Devil May Cry 5 has co-op, for crying out loud. Like, what the heck? Code Fairy was too busy being a half-baked cash grab. I mean, I don't know. But, like I said, I haven't played it. I can't really say too much about it. But, like, they really, like I said, Devil May Cry 5 has multiplayer and you barely interact with the other players. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? Devil May Cry 5 didn't even need multiplayer to actually function. And then it's like, they added it anyway. So what the heck? Just no intention for it as co-op? Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like the option for co-op should have at least been there. Because I think that would have been really cool. And I think for a lot of people too, that probably would have given it a lot of replayability, just being able to play it with your friends and try different things. But yeah. Even if it's something that, yes it can, just was not decided, or thought up of, is what we know. Personally, I'd rather play literally any other co-op game than GBO2, but that's just me. Well, I mean, like I said, I feel like like was mentioned with GBO2, I feel like GBO2 really isn't a co-op game. Like, it really isn't. I mean, unless you're clanned up, or you actually have friends you can play with, it's not really a co-op game. Not in like that sense, at least. Not what I would think traditionally if I thought of a co-op game. Like, if I thought of a co-op game, I wouldn't think of like this. Like, I wouldn't call Team Fortress 2 a co-op game. Oh, I wouldn't call like Overwatch a co-op game, even if you can play with your friends. I wouldn't call it that. I'm the strongest player in this game, but at this point my team sucks despite the high rank they have, so I have nothing more to prove. Yeah, I mean the teams, you can just end up with really good teams or really bad teams. That's another thing I brought up plenty of times. Strongest player sounds like a stretch. It isn't believe what you want. But yeah, like I feel like something like Code Fairy though, that the style of Code Fairy would have made a decent co-op game. Like again, if they really wanted to go the route of it actually having multiplayer, I feel like they could have had that. But it just seems like they didn't add it really as a function. So, oh, you know, I mean, in the end, it is kind of just what it is. I do want to make another game style like GBO2 though, because I feel like you do have some you have some things you can do with that. But yeah, I kind of did enough rambling just on the screen here, so I'm going to start trying to load into actual matches now so there is something to look at. Just so we have something on screen. But yeah, like I wouldn't be opposed to them trying to do something like that again in that style. I don't really care about balance anymore since it kind of never was, and it's just some fall off. Others don't get enough as far as like some suits go. Yeah, I feel like you cannot really balance this game anymore. Like even if this game was even balanced to begin with, but I really feel like there's no way. There's no way that you can just really do anything. Pay money to get Code Fairy, then then have to pay for PlayStation Plus to even play the co-op of it, where you can just fight brain dead AI. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they could do it like this, where it doesn't require PlayStation Plus. But, you know, in the end, it's really going to be up to them if they ever want to try this again. But, like, I kind of doubt it, though. I doubt they try to reuse the style. I just don't think GBO2 works as a big PvE thing. I mean, yeah, if the AI was better, probably, because, like, the AI in the free practice mode is really very basic. And then I feel like even when it comes to the modes that we have, like the simulation modes, the AI is a bit better than it is in the free practice mode, but it's still not necessarily the greatest thing. So, if they actually worked on the AI and tried to make it a bit more effective, then yeah. Hypothetically, if Code Fairy had co-op, you would need Plus. AI against you, auto counters even though they are stunned. Yeah, like, that's another thing too. Yeah, with the AI, it does act pretty weird. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I do like the style, the gameplay style of GBO2 And I feel like, I don't know if there's really a whole lot of games that I've played that really use this kind of style. So yeah. Or you knock them down and get up, they just stare at you until their iframe ends. I mean, that just seems like that just seems like the person who's surrounded by like 5 players when the timer is about to end. When they're like 1 HP. Like that's just a real response. I've seen that plenty of times with actual players.
Okay, meatheads, get your rears in gear. Go, go, go!
That's how paid games work when it comes to multiplayer.
Commencing operation.
Somebody's all the way up there. And it looks like it's a general. I don't know who already found their way up on top of the building. Which for certain full armor suits can purge their armor like the full armor Gundam TB. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be an interesting concept. I was playing it still after my PlayStation Plus ended. Yeah, I don't think that's what Sev's talking about necessarily. Because since, yeah, free-to-play games, like, you don't have to pay for GBO2. Oh, I thought I used 4 rounds. I guess I only used 3. Wasn't enough to get the stun. Okay, got the counter. I mean, yeah, it clipped me through a building, but okay.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Oh hey, it is JSCR. I haven't seen that in a while. Not since I was the last person I've seen play it. And using the bazooka.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
But yeah, that'd be another thing too. Like, I know we already mentioned that the AI would not be good for a PvE experience, but I wouldn't mind them adding that as well. Or in general, like, I feel like, can you, yeah, Case, you, actually no, you can play the simulations with friends on here, right? It still seem a little off to me, given GBO2 still seems the same, but is a SP experience. Here's something worse, my teammates tackle and get stuck behind me, gets a tackle with no counter, but the enemy does the same but counters. Yeah, the counters are iffy in GBO2. I've had a lot of them where they don't register, even though they clearly should have. It's very weird. That honestly is lag type. Yeah, like that literally is just GBO2 things. That's like the most basic GBO2 thing to ever exist though, with the lag and like tackles. Well, dang, I must have stealth because the entire enemy team just ignored me.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
See, like that, for example, that actually should have been a tackle, but it didn't count as one. Because I did catch that while they were doing their melee, but if it probably wouldn't have registered.
The mobile suit has been destroyed. Firing has stopped. Dodge.
AI in GBO2 is always tricky. I'm just cursed having skills is a curse for me. No, it's literally the lag, dude. It actually is just the lag. Violent custom mode 2 because it doesn't have the famous claws. Yeah, they gave it normal hands. Ew, yuckers! They gave it normal hands. But hey, it's got a very long beam saber now. You don't want B to play cheap on you. Yeah, like I feel like, yeah. I forgot to ask a question. I didn't get to ask the full thing. For the simulation mode, can't you play with other people, like on your team? Because I thought that was an option to have it. Like you can get like friends to play with you.
This op's got 2 minutes to go. Bases are now more valuable for this mission. An ally has destroyed an enemy.
Ew, a violent with normal hands.
Reporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone.
There was like a simple battle like mode of playing GBO2 with bots of like 200 cost to 650. You can play the sim battles with people, but like you do it once then away. Yeah, but the option's still there. I really just haven't heard anyone talk about it. No one talking about you can play it with friends. I mean, which to be fair, that feels like the whole point of the simulation, honestly. Like, no one, once you do the challenges, I feel like no one really plays the simulations. Even that's like, even for single player. Like, once you do all the challenges, that's pretty much it. Like, people just stop playing the sim modes. Code Fairy has year 1 goof. Well, I think they have the Z2 and it can't not the Z2, the double Zeta and it can't transform. But yeah, like I think like yeah, Code Fairy has the double Zeta and it can't transform. It didn't have that part of the update. I just see it as extended stuff that could eventually help out the actual GBO2. Yeah, possibly. Me and the Banshee fist to fist with the same priorities, but his hits and mine didn't for some reason. That's not lag, that's the game not liking me like normal. Well, that's just, yeah, that is just the game. There's many things in this game that really are just GBO2. Like, I just call them GBO2 things. And it's just, like, it doesn't have to necessarily be lag. It can be just about anything.
Here are this battle's rewards.
To a new player who never played GBO2 and picked up Code Fairy. I mean, yeah, you probably could use it as a basis. Ew, look at that thing with normal hands, bruh. Look at that thing with normal R hands. Normal R hands on the Violent O2.
Making preparations for sortie. Alright, be careful out there.
Commence preparations for sortie.
the game collection data just so it can hate on you specifically. Dang, we have like AM over here controlling the game data, man. We literally got AM over here, like that's who's controlling GBO2. It's just personal hate. I kind of doubt new players are buying Code Fairy to learn GBO2 when you can just play GBO2 for free. Yeah, because I feel like if you tried to look up Gundam games, like, GBO2 would be the first thing to show up. Screw that one guy in particular. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, GBO2 would show up first if you looked up Gundam games. Or at least be one of the first results.
Team is set. Make your final preparations.
The only thing that I feel like would probably beat it nowadays would be, like, maybe Breaker 4. Because it's new. That's, like, the only thing I could see probably coming out on top of it. I like how I go Jan Fjavin, and, like, the two other teammates switch from Jan Fjavin. Oh, one of them switched back, but... But yeah, I mean, yeah, it just is. GBO2 just is. That's the best way I can describe this game. Why wouldn't you Young Stack? Honestly, I feel like with the Jan Fjavin, I feel like you actually don't want a bunch of them, because I feel like it doesn't work all the time. I've beaten teams that just have a bunch of them. Usually I feel like you want two. Two Jan Fjavin, especially if they stick together the whole time. I feel like two is usually the max you want, and it usually works really well. Like, I don't think you want a full team of Jan Fjavins. Don't do what I did in a video long ago, because I think that match was close. Don't do what I do. Not as if they would play it for the experience, you just have other stuff to do to add on to it. If you do plan on playing GBO2 someday. Yeah, I feel like the next time they're going to try to use the style of gameplay is whenever we end up getting a Gundam Battle Operation 3. That's probably the next time we're going to see this gameplay style. And I just feel like there's not a whole lot of games, as I mentioned, that seem to use this style. I feel like a lot more mecha games, they tend to take, I feel like, more from Armored Core. Because I do have another game that is very similar in gameplay style to Armored Core. That I see a lot more mecha games do. You really don't see that with GBO2. Pretty much, and it's hard to say when that'll be. Yeah. Whenever they decide to do it, yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised I never did a whole video just dedicated just talking about GBO2 as a whole. Because I guess I do it so much on stream, I really don't need to. But like, yeah. It's just such a weird thing to talk about sometimes. I still have this color scheme on. I did not change my colors. The most up-to-date Code Fairy was stinking SCR. With, like, that, it's, like, the most recent suit in that game. Oh, God. It is. Yes, they are. Hello, Oswaldo. I'm doing quite fine today. Just playing some 600 here so we can try to find the new turkey that's flying around. Which I think they might have one on the enemy team, if that's what that is. That could be something else, though. Oh dang, we have like a whole cross line of funnels. Okay, I think that might have been a pixie. Or maybe they still have a pixie, I don't know. Oh, no, probably talking about the Hazel here with stealth. Okay, someone's somewhere up here, I guess. Oh, they do have one. That is the support violent. Yeah, there's their pixie. Oh, my funnels was so close to getting the finishing kill. Come on, get up. I can finish that violent. I can finish that. I can finish them. There we go. God, there we go. Violent Custom O2, yeah. I got on with the Vulcans. I'm proud. I might have seen it once, I think. I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a few of them. Not a whole lot of them, but I have seen them. Firework death. Hey, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Love it when that happens. I don't think I've actually ever had it happen to me. Like, usually when I see it, it usually happens to other players, not me, specifically. So it is pretty cool that I did manage to get it to work. Okay, that didn't activate. Okay, it's just me here. I probably need to fall back. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna get too far.
Captured a beacon. Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Long range supporting fire is a go.
Guess I'll try to call in support fire, since there's like nobody around.
That supporting fire didn't achieve much. Long range communications established. The enemy's captured a beacon. Target confirmed.
Okay, well that Yonfiavin's low. I don't think my support fire is gonna do anything, but I tried. Okay, finished with the beam rifle. And I'm gonna move out of the way because they're calling support fire. Oh, we're kind of making up the score.
Clear out of the hot zone. An ally wants you to group up.
Just like you, I'll be saving, for now. Are you waiting for something in particular, Willie? Since the A2 is enough as it is for me. Okay, so you're just gonna save till there's a banner that interests you, I assume?
This op's got 2 minutes to go. Bases are now more valuable for this mission.
Okay, that is the flying suit. I thought that was the support, but nope. Some major big new kicks in for the New Year's. Oh yeah, New Year's stuff, yeah. That'd probably be good to save for, yeah. Yo, can I get up, please? What the heck? Yeah, like, I just feel like at this point, like, the Magna Martel has to be close. The suit has to be close. So I'm really just waiting for that so they can do a step up for it. It'd be even cooler if they do Celine Vom as a announcer. I think that'd be also really cool if they do her, since they did it with Peiche. Unless they re-release Peiche as the announcer, I wouldn't mind that either, because I would actually really like to have the Peiche announcer. I see you, you pesky pixie. You won't run from me. Get back here, Shocker! Yeah, no, they're running off. They're running off. Oh, there we go. Got him last second. It wasn't enough to win, but I'm still glad I got him. I'm still glad I got him last second. If some major, but if not, then I'll just save it for, I guess, the Woundwort Va or the Hymo Gundam. Oh yeah, they could, yeah, do it for that. But yeah, really, like, I just want them to have the thing anymore. Oh, here we go, the comment section's being funny. Oh boy. The comment things on stream are acting up. Oh boy. I know that could happen, but I don't think it'll be enough for me to get. Yeah, I do need to get Peiche though as the announcer though, because like I feel incomplete without having her as my announcer. Like, I literally have her pilot suit. Like, I use her pilot suit for my pilot, so I feel like I do need it. I need her! Would like it, but I don't need the final battle horse. Not like the General Zeta Plus. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how exciting another unicorn would be. And maybe it could be cool, it depends how they do it, but I mean, I'm pretty content with the full armor. That's like the unicorn I'm best with. Because I've just never really been too big on playing the unicorns, except like the full armor and the Banshee. Do be very me kind of suit, and I'm proud of it. I mean, the Zeta Plus, the General, does look good. It, like I mentioned it when it came out, it does look like a pretty decent mobile suit. And I would like to have it at least just to finish my Zeta Plus collection, since that's like the one version I don't have now, but you know, maybe one of these days I'll end up getting it. Who knows? Someday, maybe. But I really want the Magna Martel in this game. I cannot stress it enough how much I want that suit in. I will admit though, I feel like they're not, like they really haven't done any of the other pilot suits for characters, so yeah. Like they really haven't done any other pilot suits when it comes to the other UC Engage, like, characters. So like, I would like them to add the one that Celine Rom had, but considering I don't even think they gave us Peiche's pilot suit that she had with the Yon Fiavin, like, I don't think they would do it for this one.
Good work out there.
Full Armor Unicorn is God tier for me, that's why I want it. I'm a big fan of the Unicorn Gundam. Yeah, I mean, the Full Armor Unicorn, I wouldn't say it's God tier, but it is really good. Like, I feel like there are some other suits that I'd probably put above it for 700. But it's certainly, like, Full Armor Unicorn is certainly a really good pick.
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you. Here.
Get more of these
take
tokens.
this. That should be all you need to know.
I did the math. In order to do a full step up, I would need 105 tokens. I did the math, and probably an extra 30 in case they do the announcer again, but I mean, I can earn that probably during the week. So that's like my game plan. That's my game plan. I just want to save enough tokens in order to do a step up. If you're trying to say I got 213k in it, 8 and 2.
I handle pilot sorties for the whole camp. Making preparations for sortie.
Yeah, for quick matches. I guess I'll try to do some matches in the Zeonic Front mode, because I haven't really played too much of this.
Preparations for sortie.
So maybe I'll just try to play some matches. Yeah, I think it's the Mudrock this week. So I might try to do some matches in this, just to get it.
Team is set. Make your final preparation.
But yeah, I do wish they would do a bit more with the UC Engage, like, stuff. But yeah. Rizal be amazing from using it in space now. I don't know if I played any of the buff suits in space except for the Unit 5 Gundam. I think that's the only suit that's been buffed that I played in space so far. But I feel like UC Engage, they could do so much more stuff with it in this game, outside of the mobile suits. The mobile suits are fine, but I feel like again, they really don't add a lot of the pilot suits. Like, the only one you have is Peiche's Anaheim electronic suit, which it does make sense because it is the one she has on the cover of the game. Well, not now, they actually changed the front cover. They actually changed the front cover, and now she is in her Axis uniform, but her Axis pilot suit. But, you know, they really, I doubt they're going to add it. When the Magna Martel gets added, they're probably going to put the Anaheim electronic suit again. I could easily see them doing it. Also strange how I did not notice that, but apparently the LED in the beam rifle also was not the right color until now, as they did fix it of the patch update. I did not pay that close attention to it. I didn't even know it was supposedly the wrong color. What color was it before, and what did they change it to?
Mobile suit team, sortie in sequence.
Hey, Jimmy! Jimmy, me boy! It was blue all this time? When it was red.
Commencing operation.
And what is this for again? Is this for the Rizal rifle? Yeah, I didn't notice. I'm actually gonna have to try to do that in free practice because I actually never noticed it. I'll have to go into free practice and see it. With the A2s being blue and the Delta Plus being slightly different blue, I think. Do you think Bandai will add the Unicorn Gundam perfectibility? I know this was brought up on stream before. I mean, it could be possible. I really just don't know how you'd fit everything the perfectibility has onto it. I mean, I guess you could switch the weapons out between both normal and unicorn mode. Okay, that should have been a tackle. That actually should have been a counter. What the heck? What the scallop? Whatever, we got the finisher anyway. But yeah, I mean, I do think it's possible. I just don't know how possible. Because it certainly would be a lot to add for one suit. I mean, UC Engage got the perfectibility. We have it in its base form, not unicorn mode yet, but I mean, hey, you know, if UC Engage can get it, I mean, maybe there's some hope for it in GBO2. I actually wouldn't dismiss the idea that that could probably be a not a 4-star, 5-star. Like, I could easily see the perfectibility being a 5-star mobile suit. So now that we have 5 stars, they could do something like that with it.
Shake it off. Select your redeployment now. See you soon. We've lost an allied unit. Beacon overtaken. An ally wants you to group up.
Chat being dumb again. Yeah, I see it. It's doing its thing. I feel like every I don't know, I feel like every month when I stream, usually during that whole month, there's usually some weird oddity that shows up. And I feel like that's been the thing for this month. It's been just the chat deleting itself. Way more than usual. It happens this often. This month, it's been really bad. Usually it doesn't. Like, sometimes I've had streams where it will do it like once, and then it won't do it again. This month, though, month of November, they really the stream chat does not want to act nicely.
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Enemy mobile suit destroyed. Beacon overtaken. Well, I'll be darned. You're mowing them down.
And then be naughty to the chat.
Long range supporting fire is a go.
Hey, leave my mudrock alone.
Firing has stopped. Guard. An ally has destroyed. This op's got 2 minutes to go. The enemy's captured a beacon.
It should definitely be a 5-star. Yeah, I could see it as a 5-star. I feel like that would be like where they would put it. Ha! You fool! Oh, I thought my plan would work. I actually thought that would work. Should it be a raid or a general? Ooh. Final battle and the perfect be 5 stars? Yeah, I could see both of them being 5 stars. Dang.
1 minute to go.
I don't know where I would actually put the perfectibility type.
We've lost an allied unit.
Because they could very easily make it a general, but then it could also be a raid. Like, I feel like it could work with any of those categories. Raid, because I'm sick of the general RX-0s. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like the perfectibility could maybe be a raid, and maybe the Awaken one, the final battle, maybe that could be a general. Well, actually, no. I think I actually thought about it already. I think the final battle version should be a raid, because the Banshee Norn is a general. So I feel like the final battle version should be a raid, to kind of have them, like, be the opposite of each other. And then the perfectibility, that could probably be a general. Crystal Unicorn Unknown type.
We've lost an allied unit. Time has run out.
Final battle version should be a support. I mean, they could. They could probably do that as well. Like, they have plenty of options that they could do for it.
Rewards.
Oops, all general.
Making preparations for sortie. Alright, be careful out there.
Commence preparations for sortie.
But yeah, I feel like they can kind of just do anything, I feel like, when it comes to the unicorns. Like, it's like, I mean, considering the full armor unicorn is a general, when I think a lot of players thought it'd be a support, I mean, they could kind of hit us with anything. So, can't say for certain. I can guarantee Magnum Hotel's gonna be a raid though. When that suit comes out, if they're gonna call it the Magnumator, they're gonna use the American translation, and then it's gonna be a raid. And then they're inevitably gonna change the name. I can absolutely see it. Full armor just seems like anything to me, as I was expecting it, like, I don't know, to be the final battle later, but I guess not. Yeah, oh, hold on. Hold on, what am I in?
Sortie in sequence.
Okay, we've got the Mudrock. Knowing how Bandai is. But hey, we got the Mudrock this match.
Commencing operation.
Alright, Mudrock carry the Federation team to victory. Okay, well somebody's up here. Oh, another Napo.
There's a sniper in the area. Great types, hunt it down.
I mean, I got some pretty good damage potential. Especially since I have a beam rifle, so... There we go. There we go. You might not be wrong, I might actually be carrying the team into victory with this. If it just boils down to Mudrock carries or it doesn't. Well, I feel like the Mudrock is meant to be the lead suit. Like, you have that with a lot of situations battles. You typically have one suit which does feel like it is meant to carry. Ooh, a little too far away for that. You are really trying to get that melee. Zaku 1 just eats all the gems.
Long-range supporting fire is a go. An ally has destroyed an enemy. Firing has stopped. Dog, that's supporting fire.
Ha, I see you, you sneaky Dom.
We've lost an allied unit. Your shield's been blown off. You okay there? An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Damage is building up. Watch yourself.
I literally have the other support chasing after me with melee. Like, this is what being in a situation battle with no raids does to you. Being the space cannon for the space situation was terrible. 2 juiced up Zudas. Yeah, didn't one of them have overboost? Because I swear I saw one of them pulling the infinite dodge roll trick. It's the heavy dom, it hurts in melee. I mean, that's true, but like, dude, dude, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Mobile suit has been destroyed. We've lost an allied unit.
I'm gonna try to capture B point, because like, if they don't have this point, I feel like they won't have a whole lot of places to spawn in. Oh, never mind. I knew I was probably gonna get caught, but attempt was made. But yeah, Sev, they had to find some way to balance out the gym cannon space types, because they were literally powerful in like every other situation battle they were in. They were some of the best suits, especially in the UC Engage one. They were really strong in that mode.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
Yes, my comrades, distract the Dom so they don't come after me.
Destroyed. An ally has destroyed. We've lost an allied unit. We've lost an allied unit. I'll be gone. You're mowing them down. The enemy's captured him.
Oh, well, that missed. Let's see, try to help out with this. Oh, my cannon's almost ready. Crouch, legs, There we go. Oh, yeah, it's not the Dom. I'm literally scared that the Dom is gonna try to come after me like the whole match. Like, that actually seems like the Dom's game plan. Oh, there they are. Leave my teammate alone. How was that not a counter? Heavy Dom was making use of those iframes.
We've lost an allied unit. See you soon. We've lost an allied unit.
Hold on, did the chat just suddenly re-emerge? Because a bunch of messages just showed up, and I don't know how Spider-Man became a subject. Wait, hold on, what happened here? Okay, finally I got a counter off. We have to kill Spooderman. Chat being naughty again. Yeah, what the heck? What is actually going on here? I don't remember no conversation about Spider-Man, so I feel like I gotta go reread the chat in the actual stream over here. Oh, my teammate got right in front of me. I could have gotten that. That was me because of you saying, "Get back here, Shocker! Get back here, Shocker!" I quote that meme so much. Now using their live chat messerinator. Yeah, first place. I pretty much carried in the mud rock. Yeah, hold on. I gotta check the chat here. What did I miss? Would have helped if I considered I didn't have the anti-ship rifle on top of that. Pure suffering whenever I got the space cannon. Two swings is a thing I wish the GS had. Be a bit too good if it had 2 swings in the real game. Not that low cost balancing matters. Yeah, okay, now, okay. I'll chase you to the ends of the earth! It definitely seems like it's being a bit slow now. Which might be a sign, it might be the game telling me that I need to stop playing matches before something happens. I think the game is trying to tell me that I'm pushing my luck. Yeah, because now it just went away again. Part of it went away again.
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you. Here, take this.
The game is literally falling apart. The game that doesn't want you to play it. Exactly. Because, like, some of the messages didn't even show up. One other thing that I never mentioned about the A2 last time.
Here, take
Better get it in quick, Willie, before your message disappears.
All you need to know.
Hi! Welcome to... I'll exchange just about anything for recycle tickets. You can exchange the GP you have on hand for materials. Come again! Promise me you'll come back!
Being as a thing is pretty much the actual I'm firing the laser Gundam. As it fires the big blue beam from the head. Oh, hold on. You actually reminded me, hold on. I need to pull out... I can pull out any version of this. I don't want to use the Rizal because I know I won't be able to see the scope. But I want to pull out... Since you reminded me of the Zeta Plus, let me find... I can just go in here and find it. Yeah. Yeah, because the scope is on the back. And it should be the same on this as well. So I want to go into free practice and try to see the red scope for the Rizal rifle. And I know for this suit I can see it when I transform.
Operations for sorting.
So actually, yeah, you reminded me of that. You reminded me I wanted to check that out. See it.
Ready to begin?
Oh yeah, it is red now. Dang, how much damage can I do on one downswing? I'm actually very curious what I can do to a 200 cost unit.
The majority of combat happens in a mobile suit, so you'll need to be comfortable with the controls.
It's like the shoot to whoop meme, old meme from the YouTube boop days. God, I remember those. I think I've only seen like 2 of them, and like they were SpongeBob related, but like that that was something else. Okay, so that's some pretty good damage in the 200. Actually, can you see the scope when you're holding it in beam rifle mode and like the beam saber? Oh, it's still on too. Yeah, you can see it when it's in the bayonet mode. But yep, there it is. The Ouija days. But yeah, there it is. There's the red scope. The biggest buff to ever happen in the game. Red scope for the Rizal rifle.
Making them perfect for diversion and disruption.
Yeah, it's very neat. I actually don't even remember them saying that anywhere. But then again, I feel like they'd be changing the names of mobile suits without us knowing.
Good work out there.
At the cost of the Zaku 1's messed up decals. Yeah, they didn't fix the Zaku 1 sniper yet. Its decal is still... it is still messed up. Because I played a match in it, and it was just... I had my back decal still floating the whole time. I made a YouTube short on it, man. They gotta figure it out. they gotta see it somehow. You can't even see it in this menu. If it's anything like the Gym 2's Foot in Space, it'll be there for a while. Yeah, because there was like the one with the Gym sniper holding its beam rifle in the menu. It took a while for that to go away, so it might take a moment. So try to get your matches with the messed up decals while you can. The messed up decals are much easier to notice. Yeah, I mean, like, especially the back one. If you have it on the back and it's literally floating, I feel like it shouldn't be that hard for somebody to find eventually. But, like, yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. We got the red Rizal scope, but at what cost? But I am calling it right now. When they add the Magna Martel to this game, they are going to call it the Magnamator, because I guess that's the American translation for it, and then they're going to change it later on. Like, I can easily see them using the American name first, because that's what they've been doing for some of the Engage units. Like when they changed the Young Wyvern to the Jan Fjäven, or Young Wyvern to Jan Fjäven now. Because Jan Fjäven is what it's supposed to be. That is what it's called in UC Engage. So I don't even know where the other translations came from. Because, like literally in UC Engage, the Jan Fjäven is called the Jan Fjäven. They don't call it the Young Wyvern. So I'm very confused as to where that translation even came from. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. I don't know where they got it. Because then I think they had to change the slice rail and a couple other suits too. Oh, bye Oswaldo. Thank you for stopping by. I can paint the Magnamator like Mater the tow truck. I mean, you probably could. Because I think one of the paints would kind of give you like the blue splotches that Mater has. So to be fair, you probably could make a color scheme like that. You probably could do it. But yeah, then they're gonna switch it to Martel later on. Like, I can absolutely see that happening. I was gonna say, imagine the voice of the hillbilly truck. Yeah, like, yeah, yeah. It's a bit weird given the MP Kublai and Dresden staff equals a brand new suit. Well, there is different stuff, at least a different name suit. There are actual differences with the Magna Martel, which is what I keep trying to say to defend it, because apparently people don't get that. Like, literally. But, no, the Magna Martel, it's made of 90% MP Kublai parts, so it's not completely an MP Kublai, but it uses a majority of the parts. And it also has different funnels as well. The funnels are not the traditional, Kublai funnels. They have added, like, bits to them. So there actually are differences with it. And then I think people also forget as well that it has the Awaken ability like the Jan Fjäven has. So that's another thing with it as well. But yeah, no, but even when I explain that, it just immediately goes to, it's lame, because it's just the Kublai look-alike. So, yeah. Magnamator is funnier, therefore going to use it. Yeah, but like I said, they're gonna use that name first. Like, I'm just gonna say it right now, they're definitely gonna use the Magnamator name first. Unless they actually do call it the Martel first. Like, I feel like there's a very high chance that's gonna be the first name they give it. It is nice it has a different head at least. I think the head might... Is the head foot different? I thought the head was a mass production Kublai head. Because I want to say its head designs are the same. Unless it's like a slight difference, but I feel like their heads... the head should be the same as the MP Q-Blade. At least from the images I found of it. Oh, if it had a different head. I mean, yeah, I don't know what they really could have done. I mean, maybe they could have given it a more traditional Q-Blade style head with, like, the longer extended back. That probably would have been a cool way to differentiate it. And it would have made sense, too, because it seems like the whole point of the... like, what they were trying to do with the Yon Fjavin is that they were trying to do the Link Saikumo system. So, even though the Magnum Martel in UC Engage is not labeled as a Link Saikomu suit, I almost feel like they would have wanted it to be a Link Saikomu suit. I feel like that was the intention behind it. So I feel like it actually having the longer, more traditional Q-Blade head actually would have made sense to, like, kind of, like, show that aspect of it. But like I said, I don't know if that suit was necessarily meant to be used with Link Saikumo. Unless they just didn't have time to install it properly, but... I mean, maybe it's somewhere in there, because again, 90% mass production Q-Blade parts. It could be somewhere in there, but they just don't label it in-game. Just give it a different spice, so it's not just an MP Q-Blade with an axe visually. I mean, honestly, I really don't mind that aspect. Actually, hold on, since we're talking about it, I actually do have my MP Q-Blade in those colors. So I'm actually going to have that rotating on screen. MP Q-Blade with an axe and a bit of yellow slapped on it. No, the colors are different. The colors are not the same. It's not the same gray. Like, it's, like, these I tried my best to replicate the colors here. It's not the same color scheme, but yeah. I mean, it kind of will look a bit different look-wise anyway, since UC Engage suits tend to be like that. Yeah, like, some of the color placement is different, but I think, like, honestly, when they do the Magna Martel, I wouldn't be surprised if they, for the most part, just use the MP Q-Blade here as, like, the base. Maybe modify it a little, but I don't think they would do way too much with it. Like, to try to make it look like a fully different unit. Because, I mean, looking at the actual model, it does have a lot of these same details on it. The Roswell is different face cheek-wise. Yeah, but I think the Magna Martel actually is pretty much an MP Q-Blade. Like, it pretty much has all the aspects. Honestly, the only difference I can kind of see is that the feet don't... like, spikes on the feet don't jut up as much. But other than that, it is very similar in design. Maybe some slight differences, but... like, I honestly don't mind it as much as other people seem to do. And honestly, it's another weird thing that I've thought about when it came to UC Engage designs. I find it funny that people will complain about the new UC Engage designs, like the new suits that are exclusive to that game. You'll have people complain to designs for that game, but then they try to use something that's, like, actually familiar, and then suddenly it's boring. I don't know, man. I really... make it make sense. But, yeah, if they have the Magnum Martel, it's definitely going to be a 650 cost raid. Like, I feel like there's just no denying that. And, like, it's going to have its own funnels as well. Like, it has different funnels than normal models, so I don't know if it has the same amount of funnels as the MP Q-Blade has. Or if they'll try to give it... I mean, I assume they'll probably have it do, like, the same thing, being able to use multiple funnels. I don't mind using Engage stuff, but some people don't like this suit you've seen with a bunch of stuff bolted on. I mean, that I do get. But like, I mean, again, I really don't mind too much. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a similar argument for like when it comes to the Advance of Zeta designs. Because Advance of Zeta, I do feel like they can get a little too much when it comes to like everything they put on something. So I feel like UC Engage, I feel like doesn't really go overboard when it comes to that. But like, yeah, like compared to Advance of Zeta, I feel like UC Engage does handle the concept a little bit better. I think the burger with 2 bugs on its shoulders looks pretty dumb. Oh, the Burger Dallas. I think, is it the one that, like, they use... Is it the one that I made a video on? The burger? With the saws on the shoulders? The Gillett Kruger one? Because I think that is the only one of those that is UC Engage exclusive. It's some pilot custom variant? Then yeah, it's that one. Yeah, I did make a video on that one because it was an event suit. The, yeah, Gillett Kruger custom. Yeah, I mean, it does actually use the saws in-game as a weapon. It actually does use them. But, like, yeah, they're actually not there for show. It actually will launch them at enemy mobile suits. But it definitely is a very interesting design, especially since it does look like it has a beam shield. So I feel like you wouldn't even be able to use the shield with it. The Assault Dej just be a full armor Dej. Yeah, pretty much. That'd pretty much be the full armor. Dej. Jagan with fin funnel makes sense for a variant. Yeah, since they do explain it is a test variant, so that one does make sense. And even the slice rail as well. I mean, they do explain it being a variant of the Gundam ground type. I think it's like meant to be more like an on-site modification, more than anything. Not all of them be bloated. Yeah. Is it like a swampy one though? Yeah. Like that's I think it's like what they tried to have it be like, yeah. In wetlands and forest. Sufficient for covert operations. This unit was painted green to keep it hidden, had a satchel, and is armed with a new type of beam javelin pattern after a 3-section staff for the pilot's request. Actually weird though, in the worldwide version of UC Engage, we don't have this unit yet to actually have. We don't have this yet. But like, I think the other UC Engage units that are in here, we do have them as playable units. But yeah, it does seem like for the most part they do a pretty good job of explaining where these suits would fit in lore-wise or why they exist. Like the Mashika, I don't know, the Mashika might be a bit on the weaker end, because, I mean, it really is just more of a hybrid between a Barzam and the, Ashimar. But even then, it does seem like they try to give, like, some type of explanation for this to exist. The Barzam one is odd. Yeah, the Barzam I feel like is definitely an odd one, especially since I feel like the Barzam was so close to the end of the Grips War. I just feel like you wouldn't have had a whole lot of variations of it. Like, as much as I do actually love the design of the Mushika, I do love the suit, but, like, I think they tried to explain it the best they could, because they wanted to make a new Barzam variant, but, like, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's not too much of a stretch, but, yeah, with the Barzam movable frame, production became more efficient. I mean, they do seem to try to make it make sense, but, yeah. AOZ Barzam sensible. Yeah. Delta Ans just be the Delta Kai without Nitro. I don't dislike the Barzam with Ashima stuff bolted on. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It does look cool. Please give me the Barzam commander type, though. Oh, AOZ Barzam is sensible to make a variant out of. Yeah, I mean, well, UC Engage, Aqua Barzam with Barzam too. Well, UC Engage doesn't actually have a lot of AOZ stuff. The only thing we have in there that's AOZ so far is the Hazel custom. So, it seems like they wanted to stick to the normal. Well, probably because they also had the Barzam model. I assume in the story mode, if you do the Zeta stuff, the Barzam is probably going to show up at some point. So, yeah. Need my Barzam with the actual crotch gun, which the commander type has. That stuff's not in GBO2 yet. But, yeah. But yeah, that's like I think it's so weird. Like you have people who judge the designs for this. I know there's some UC Engage designs that people like. It's very mixed. It just seems like it's very mixed when it comes to which designs people like and people don't like. I mean, I guess like anything, it really just depends on who you ask. I mean, yeah, I'm just neutral with them. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of designs I like that I know people don't like. Like, I know there's people who don't like the Engage Gundam and the Engage Zero designs. It still feels funny, though, that there's a lot of people who are afraid of the Engage Gundam variants flooding the game when that hasn't happened. I still hate the Engage Gundam more than anything else, so there is that. I've always really liked the Engage Zero. The Engage Zero is really cool. I can see why people don't like the Gundam. I feel like the Zero at least has it being a bit more unique going for it. Because, like, the Engage Zero has character. I feel like the Engage Gundam in trying to look more traditional, I feel like it takes away from what makes the Engage Zero look really cool. It's only like 2, though. Well, there was only 2 in leaks. There was only 2 of these in leaks. That's the key thing there. Because it was this one, it was the booster, and then it was the Incom version. But then, I don't know, I hear people afraid that it's like a bunch of them are just gonna come in, like they're gonna make a bunch of the versions. Not even possible, because I don't even think some of them near the end fall into like the UC that this game covers. Because one of the ones I posted recently, the Engage Gundam Full Armor C Plan, that one has beam shields, which makes me assume that thing must be an F91 or a Victory suit. I think F91 probably, but I think Victory too, because they both have the beam shields. So I feel like we can't get that because it won't even fall under the timeline. So like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there really isn't nothing to worry about. Again, I just feel like it's more like UC Engage hate that's just playing into it more than anything. I don't even see what the issue is either, because you don't have to spin for the suit that week. So, like, if you don't want the Engage Gundam variant they release, you don't even have to spin for it. And I think the other thing, too, I think people think there are more Engage Gundams than there actually are, because how UC Engage, how the game used to do it, every 15th of the month was Engage Day, and that's when we would get a new Engage Gundam variant. Well, they stopped doing that, like, how long ago? And they just been giving us, like, free 10 pulls. So, like, I don't think there's any more Engage Gundams for them to give us. I think they gave us every variant that they made. So, like, really, in hindsight, if you take how many they would actually make, and how many even fit within the timeline, I really don't think there's that many variations that they would have to worry about. Ran out of ideas? I don't think it's necessarily they ran out of ideas. I think they just, like, because, I mean, the Engage Gundams they gave us, since the worldwide release is not the initial release of UC Engage, UC Engage has been around before the worldwide release. So I think they literally just gave us what they had. They gave us what they had. And that was it. Like, they just... I mean, there's only so much you can do with the concept. Like, let's be real. There's only so much you can do before you're just kind of getting repetitive. So I feel like, again, there's not that many variants where I feel like people need to worry that these are going to start flooding the game. The only one I don't like is the Double Zeta one, which is just bigger Mega Cannon. I think the Zeta with an eye field, claw, and the giant red sword looks kind of dumb. Oh, that's the one from the... yeah, the crossover one. Yeah, that's like the one with the... that's supposed to be one of the story modes. I don't know if we got that yet. I know there was a trailer for it, but I don't know if it released. But yeah, that... yeah, it's definitely interesting. I mean, I think they tried to do something to make it more unique, but yeah. Don't even change anything with the Double Zeta, just give it a bigger gun. 10 out of 10 design. I mean, hey, if anything, that just means the Double Zeta's peak design. It's just peak design, they couldn't do anything else with it. But yeah, Willie, when you mean with the double Zeta style one, do you mean the full armor type A? Is that the one that you're referring to? Or the full armor A plan? Oh wait, yeah, you mean the Double Zeta in general. I thought you meant like one of the Engage Gundam variants. Yeah, the bigger cannon with the Faz has, like, as if it needs to be bigger. But I think too, like, even the new Gundam, the new Gundam in that also gets new weapons. I think it gets a very big cannon. It gets a really big, like, I think it's a ballista cannon too. Like, it gets a really big, like, cannon. I think they even call it a hyper bazooka, but like, really big cannon, and then it has like the long funnel that the FF New has. Zeta at least has something different. Yeah, at least they try to give it something to make it a bit more unique. The new just gets the Mega Beam cannon, and you see in the high new, and the actual long-range fin funnel. Yeah, that's what it gets for that one. Still wouldn't mind getting the Gaza CZ, Morrissey with the Hyzak custom launcher and missiles, and maybe the Gullball Fee thingy. Yeah, those ones are pretty cool. I definitely want the Morrissey. The Morrissey one I think is really cool, because I think the like Japanese version of UC Engage, they did get that. So we don't have it in the worldwide version yet, but I wouldn't mind seeing that as a variation. Seems a bit too heavy to be like, I don't know, carry around, though still rather it over the double Zeta. Well, I mean, it is Shaw's counterattack. It does primarily take place in space, so I guess weight isn't really a issue for them. But yeah, I mean, those ones I can definitely see why people don't like them. Because even with the Zeta Gundam, honestly, I don't mind the eye field claw. The eye field claw I do think is an interesting concept, and I think is a good way to try to say, like, how they upgraded the Zeta to make it more in line with Char's counterattack aero suits. The sword, though, I do think the sword's pretty weird. I mean, I guess, you know, whenever Camille has to inevitably fight, Sawako again, he could just pull the whole run into him again. He could do it, but this time instead of the shield, he's got a literal sword. He's got a literal sword. That's definitely gonna be the ultimate cope and sieve right there. GBO2 core would be receiving over UC Engage designs, but then again, they complain about a lot of the more recent designs. Watermelon blade. Sawako getting destroyed by the watermelon blade. I could definitely see that happening. Like, the shield was just the beginning. Now he's just gonna get hit by a full-on, ginormous blade. That's gonna be how it goes in the story mode. But yeah, those designs, they're interesting. I'm not too sure how to feel about them. The overgrowth celery sword. Oh no, it is that. It's, yeah. Can't wait for them to show the O with a bigger gun. I actually got anything. As far as I've seen, I think all those suits are actually still the same. Like I don't think they actually changed those units last I checked. If they have, they haven't shown anything yet. It does seem like the antagonist suits did kind of stay the same. They haven't shown any glow up yet. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see if they do anything with them. It'd be interesting if they do. I mean, it wasn't UC Engage, but it was something else that actually showed the Q-Blade having a beam rifle. So, I mean, if they want to do a concept like that, that'd be pretty interesting. Give the Gyaradoga with Dresden weapons they showed off. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know why they want to give everything Dresden weapons, but okay. Sazabi with a bigger sword. I mean, hey, if the new Gundam is gonna get bigger guns, I guess the Sazabi actually needs a bigger sword. Give it like some anti-ship beam sword. That'd actually be kind of wild. And like just some really big beam sword. Maybe the beam just goes around the main part of the blade. Just like do that. Angriff Doga is what it's called, and apparently it has Dresden Tri-Blades. That actually sounds very interesting. I haven't seen that. Is there images of that? I hate anti-ship swords. No, like, is there an actual... Hold on, there is an image of it. There is an image of it. Oh, I've seen the thing. I think I've only seen it once. Like, an image of it posted. That's very interesting. And it's got a shield, too. That is just a sword strike Gundam melee weapon. Yeah, just give it that. But like Sazabi vibe. Just if it's engage vendor. Yeah, I found that for it. I think that's like the only thing I found of it, yeah. And to me, it does look interesting. Does look like it'd be a pretty cool variant. Because I do like that it has like the two shoulder spikes, but then it has the spike shield. I actually do like that. That looks neat. Have the Sazabi swing around a hammer with an axis-shaped end. That would actually... that would be funny. That'd be pretty weird. That'd be pretty unique. But like I said, I feel like they would go the bigger sword option. Like, really just go the big sword option. And, like, do that. Great Sword Sazabi. Watermelon Blade versus the Fall of Axis Hammer. Literally just get Axis, just get the actual asteroid and just attach a really big handle to it and have the Sazabi wield it. And just have it slam it directly into the earth. Let it slice you Monster Hunter style with the hold to charge the swing. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like they wouldn't, like there's no reason for them to make a more range-based Sazabi, because the FF Sazabi already exists, and it's in UC Engage. So they might as well just go ham and make a all melee-based, just go ham with the melee, like, Sazabi with a really big sword. They might as well just do that as the concept. That just might as well be what they do. Yazin and Bobby should get a glow up. Even if it just be we made its claws bigger. Yeah, I think I've seen a cutscene from it. I think the Humbrobbies are all just the same. Like, I don't think they did anything to change them. It would be cool though, just to get a custom Humbobby variant, but as far as I've seen, I don't think there's really anything for that. But, yeah. I mean, there is a lot they can do, design-wise, and, like I said, I feel like there is more they could do with UC Engage when it comes to GBO2. I just don't get the whole Engage Gundam scare, because I feel like if they were going to add multiple of the same suit, we would have way more Hazels at this point. Hammurabi armed with a sword that shoots sea serpents. That would actually be awesome. Have two sea serpents on like the crossguard, and have them shoot out. Like imagine you're in a clash with it, and it just shoots out a sea serpent to like shock you and like disable your suit. That would actually be an amazing tactic. Actually, better yet, have the handle be the sea serpent and have like the wired part at the bottom and have the blade at the top. So like you just do the same thing, like you just shoot the wire out and just like have it on the same blade. That actually sounds like that would have potential. Like that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea for a weapon. I think you could do some interesting stuff with that. The mini hammer gun thing. Oh, that'd be cool too if they did like the hammer gun. That'd be another thing they could do. It just be made like that gameplay wise. Yeah, that'd be an interesting. Yeah, that'd be an interesting way of like trying to use it. I mean, you don't have a whole lot of weapons that are styled like the Gotcha's hammer. But I think like when it comes to UC engaged signs though, gotta go now since I've seen enough. Alright, yeah, I'll probably start wrapping things up anyway because I feel like there really isn't too much else to go over. I mean, I went over everything I think I have for today. I already said at the beginning of the stream I probably wasn't going to have too much to talk about. So I think I kind of covered everything that I had at least. Yep. Bye, Willie. Bobby, but it uses the Gyaradoga Shockwire. Yazin's too powerful now. Oh, yeah, have it built in. Have it built in somewhere. That'd be cool. Have it built in. Give it a smoke discharge from the shield. Like, let it use the smoke discharge. I feel like that'd also be very interesting concept-wise. But yeah, really the one suit from UC Engage that I really just want is the Magnum Martel. Because I really want to have that suit added. Because I feel like this is like one of the few times where I've been able to, I think, accurately predict how I think a suit's going to operate. Because I definitely think this thing's going to be a 650 raid, the Magnum Martel. There's no way it isn't anything else. Like, there's just no chance that it's any other cost and it's any other type than 650 raid. And then it's gonna have its own version of the Awakened skill. I mean, it's not probably gonna be the same as the Yon Vyavins. It might have some similar stuff, but I doubt they're gonna do the same thing. But like, I could definitely see them doing some interesting things with the Magnum Martel. Make its claws bigger and call it the... Make the claws bigger. I mean, they could, honestly. I don't know why they just don't. It probably would look really good with the bigger claws. Oh man, have it transform in like a transform mode too. That'd actually be cool. That actually, like, the whole concept of the bigger claws actually sounds really cool. Like, maybe make them the size of the... Oh, you know what? Give them the claws from the Gabafly. Like how that has like the claws on it. Give it the claws from that. I feel like those are like pretty big, and they would fit in timeline-wise. But yeah, Magnum Martel, this is the one I really want. Like, this is like the one suit that I just really want them to add to the game. Probably rivaling the Anaheim Electronics Sotheby Stein. This is like the other thing that I really want them to add. So like, that's really about it for my GBO2 wish list. Everything else is really suits that are in the game that I just haven't gotten yet. At least when it comes to UC Engage units, I feel like they added a lot of the ones that I think would be cool. Give it resin weapons, UC Engage, love those. Well, I mean, they'll probably have its own axe. I doubt it's gonna have the same axe as the Dresden. They probably will give it its own version. It really depends how they want to go about it, though, because the Magnum Martel is definitely going to have at least 2 melee weapons. Because it's going to have the axe, and then it's going to have either a Beam Saber or Beam Sabers. They're either going to give it 1 or 2. I want to say it really... Oh, for the custom Humbabi? Oh yeah, put it on the custom hot Bobby too. Actually, you know what, Sev? I'm gonna give you a better idea. Get the Fidine rifle and attach the axe to that. Like at the barrel tip, at where the barrel is, just have the axe connected underneath it, and then still have it be able to go into the spear mode. Literally just make one big hybrid weapon. That way you could have like the axe at one end and you could have the blade on the other end. So you could have some weird double-bladed weapon. But yeah, I mean the Magnum Martell, that still kind of goes into my point though. The Magnum Martell is definitely going to have its own axe. I just don't know if they're going to make the axe the main weapon or a sub-weapon. Staple as many sea serpents onto the tri-blade. Oh no. Imagine the tri-blade, it just spins around, and then the sea serpent, like, wires also spin. And they just wrap around targets. Like, the goofiness of it. But, yeah, Magnum Hotel, I feel like it's definitely going to have instant stun beam gun, axe, either beam saber or beam sabers, a few different funnel variations. They'll probably try to give it flat booster with when the awaken skill activates. So I feel like it's gonna be another thing that has flat booster. It'd be interesting if they actually make the boost. I still wonder why the tri-blades explode in GBO2. I guess they had to find some purpose for them? I don't know. I mean, they only do it on the Dresden, because the ones that the Toads Ritter have, they just return to it. It's just like the Aqua Gundam's Harpoon Gun exploded in the first GBO. I mean, I don't know, maybe PMU just put some explosives in them. they put some explosives in them to just kind of add to them. Honestly, one thing that would be cool, because what they do with this one, the Psycho Field, they increase attack damage and mobility, reducing damage taken, additional melee priority, flat booster. Like how this one like boosts your melee stats. It'd be kind of cool if for the Magnum Martell it boosts the range stats instead, because I feel like that actually would be an interesting. It would be an interesting reference to how the suit operates in UC Engage. Because in UC Engage, the Magnum Martell is a close quarters mobile suit. So when you only have its first two weapons, you only have the axe. But if you unlock the third weapon, you do get the funnels. And I believe for the... I don't know what they did for the Awakened version, since that version did not release yet. That one might have a bit more weapons, but... for the version of the Magnum Martell that we do have, I feel like they could have it, you know, be more range-based. Not range-based, but like when the Awaken activates, have it get boosted range. We bolted on an A to these tri-blades, so they are actually useful. Slaps the chest in. Really late, how's it going? Hello, Victim, it's going good. Just kind of talking about, really a lot of UC Engage stuff right now, but talking about the Magnum Martell, again, lots of stuff regarding UC Engage and maybe how it'll work in GBO2. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing any more matches for the night because the chat kept acting funny, like kept deleting messages, and I didn't want to risk that we would have a disconnect like what happened last time, so really this has been more like of a more casual chat session of the stream that I tend to do now at like the second half of them. Saw a UC Engage video on the Goof of a type. Hope they let us get in GBO2 in the RT store. Yeah, it'll probably come eventually. Most likely not now since it just released for clan matches, but it'll probably come at some point. Think of it, why didn't they just make the Tri-Blades for the Mater of all things? I mean, I don't know. I just don't. Well, because the original intention of the Magna Mortel was that it was supposed to lead Glemmy's Q-Blade squad, his MP Q-Blade squad. That's what it was supposed to be. It was meant to be a commander unit before Celine decided to use it in her final battle against Peche. So that was like the intention of it. Like it was supposed to be used for that. I mean, honestly, considering Celine Vom just kind of had it. Like, I don't know, maybe Celine just grabbed the axe and used it. I mean, I assume the Magnum Martel has to be her personal unit to some degree, because it does seem like she was trying to gather the play clones and like lead them. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was more of a unit that she kind of like designed the loadout for herself. Goof of a type will be in the store months later. Yeah, it'll probably be some months before we get it. Because again, like that thing just came out for clan matches, so we probably won't be getting it widely available anytime soon. I mean, if anything, they might try to put it as a limited mission suit and make a level 1 and 2 version. That's also an option. Its stats are crazy. Yeah, it's got really good stats for its cost. At least from what I've read, the stats do seem pretty decent on it. $350 and it has level 3 melee. Yeah. I find that kind of funny too, because the Goof hover type in UC Engage is actually not a melee focused mobile suit. In UC Engage, it really just uses its giant bazooka more than anything. It's a midliner. It's a mid lane unit. So it's not even a frontline raid. I think it's a mid lane general. So it's not even really the way they translate it into GBO2. It's not really how it's portrayed in UC Engage, really. But yeah, I'm sure when they release the Magnum Martel, they'll probably have some more, like, lore description for it in the mobile suit explanation. Is UC Engage free? Yeah, it is. It's free game. It's got tiny axe, which in game means it's a weak melee weapon. Well, I think the axe on it is actually pretty decent. Because you do have the level 3 melee. And you have the shield as well. You have that, like, the spiked shield weapon. It's the enhanced axe as well. It's not the base heat unlock. Even though it has a rocket punch knuckle shield, why isn't it a melee suit? I don't know, yeah, why in UC Engage, I mean. I really don't know. Like, I actually don't know. Like, it is like a mid-lane general unit, and it uses its giant bazooka more than anything. Which is like, again, it's a very big departure from how it's portrayed here. Because, like, Here you get the giant bazooka, you get the enhanced heat hawk, you get the left arm boost knuckle. So like, yeah, the two weapons it does use in UC engage are the giant bazooka, the axe, and the shield, the knuckle buster, the boost knuckle. It doesn't use a wire and it doesn't use a machine gun, but I assume I think the model for the wire is there. But yeah. Goof Custom getting power crept for the billionth time. Goof Custom's been power crept since day one, let's be honest. Not really. Goof Custom, I feel like, at least at the beginning, was a widely used mobile suit. And it's not just because everybody had it. Like, it did last for a while. Please get buff the Gatling, I beg you. I feel like Goof Custom did last a pretty long while after the beginning. I just feel like I feel like it did take a minute for it to really start being power crept the way it is now. And yet I still see people use the level 5 of it. Like, I still see people trying to play it at 550. But yeah, I mean, that's not really the only uber popularity and all that. But yeah, the goof hover type isn't really the only one that they kind of changed. Like, there's a lot of UC engage suits in here that just really seem like they're portrayed differently, or they like added or removed weapons. There's some that they did change them up. For like, I don't know, some reason. I assume it's more for like gameplay in this game. Like, I do get them adding some weapons, but like, sometimes they just add one that like, really wasn't there. Like I said, it's probably more of a gameplay thing though, so. I think the one that is probably, like, there's a couple of them that I think are, for the most part, exact though. Like, the Engage Gundam booster, that one is pretty much one-to-one what I can realistically see the Engage Zero booster having with how it's portrayed in UC Engage. Same with the Camphor high mobility type. I think the only thing that the high mobility Camphor does not have in UC Engage is the Sturmfaust. That they got from the G-Frame figure. But like, for the Engage Gundam booster here, it does not have this many weapons. The only thing it has is the beam rifle, the saber, and I think a strong attack version of one of these. So like, I could go all day about that, honestly. Just like comparing the UC Engage suits in this game to the source material. There's a lot of like comparing and contrasting I could do with that. Sometimes you have to fanfic up the suit a little. Yeah, that's essentially what it feels like, yeah, because the Engage Zero, the base one, they gave it the ball-put machine gun, and in UC Engage, it's never shown using a ball-put machine gun. So that is actually just a completely random addition. Hobby Hyzak getting a Mark II bazooka. Wouldn't they explain that one, though? That one is actually explained. How it's PMU who modified it to make it combat suitable again. They do actually explain that one with GBO2 lore. Like, it's kind of like how they mention how the gun tank can now swivel its waist, because that was a PMU modification. But yeah, this specific unit has the functional restoration and armaments needed to return to the battlefield. They do explain it with this one, with like an actual in universe reason. A Mark II bazooka of all things. I mean, hey, they had a Mark II bazooka lying around, I guess. They had one. They just kind of had someone lying around, so, you know. Yeah, I guess you just gotta work with what you have. The axe I can understand. High axe were made in the thousands surplus. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Barzam, no beam magnum for hobby high axe shaking my head. No, give it the White Dingo Jim's beam rifle, the large beam rifle, and then give it the double charge skill. Put down the hobby Isaac. But yeah, I feel like they just kind of went with the Mark II bazooka for like, really that I feel like is more of just an in-game thing. I think that's what they just decided to use as the weapon for it. Because I mean, you also have an instant stun grenade launcher, so there's no reason why you would need the modified bazooka, which has like 12 rounds. So I feel like it having the Mark II rocket launcher does make sense from a gameplay perspective, and also does kind of make sense lore-wise because it is the same era. So I feel like it still does kind of make sense. Speaking of the Dingo, this month's buffs were crazy. Yeah, I covered a lot of them on the last stream I did. Like, that was what last stream was pretty much dedicated to. Hobby High Zacks were made post-Zeta, though. I mean, yeah, but it's still technically a Zeta-era suit, because isn't it made from, like, spare High Zacks? Like, I feel like it's like, you know, like how you can buy a tank in real life. Like, it's like how you can buy a tank in real life, but you have to, like, dismantle or, like, make the weapons, like, unable to operate. I feel like it's the same thing with that with the Hobby High Zack. It was a bunch of High Zacks they had. They stripped off the weapons, kind of remodeled it a little, and then sold it as a civilian mobile suit. Like, I don't think Hobby High Zacks were just made in the post-era. I think they just had them lying around and they wanted to get rid of them. Shame they can't help the Sniper 2 White Dingo, they gave up on it. That's because the last time they tried to help the Sniper 2 White Dingo, it made the suit worse. Like, that, I feel like it's the only reason they haven't touched that suit again. Federation wanted to get rid of the Titan stuff, yeah. So, I mean, it was just easier for them to sell it off. Yeah, they just wanted to get rid of them, sell them as civilian mobile suits. Probably sold them to Xeon Remnants. They do that with the Marine suits. Well, I mean, I don't know, because I mean, yeah, like literally the Hobby High Zack we see in Char's counterattack is piloted by a member of Neo Xeon who comes to get Char. So, you know, that's technically not an impossible theory. I mean, maybe they didn't know they were selling it. Well, actually, I don't know, because I mean, Federation unironically gives Marine suits to Xeon Remnants to justify having a navy. Well, I mean, the Federation also let the sleeves take the two Sinaju Steins. So, it seems like there's a bit of a pattern when it comes to this. Though, I mean, with the Sinaju Steins, they did have a reason for why they did that. Probably not as simple with the Marine suits, but yeah, it seems like the Federation just kinda does that. It was Anaheim that leaked info so they could steal the Sinanjus. Dozelzobi is actually the leader of the Federation. Well, apparently, Sev, because Kakarot197 made a Sinanju development history video. Apparently, the Federation actually wanted the Sleeves to steal the Sinanjus, so that way they, like, I think the Federation wanted it as well, that way so they could get a war going, so they could try to root out Zeon remnants and finally eliminate them. Like, that was their plan. They wanted to root out the Zeon remnants that were still around to try and finish them off. And they thought with the Sinanjus, if the Sleeves captured them, they try to rise up, and then the Federation would just crush them. That's what I remember, at least, from that video. They are so good at finishing off their enemies. Yeah, it's not like they've been trying to do this for like 5 or 6 other series now. But don't worry, they'll totally get them this time. They totally got them this time. I mean, to be fair, with like the exception of like narrative, is Zeon Remnants really an issue after Unicorn? Like, after the Unicorn era, is Zeon Remnant, like, issues really that bad? Because I feel like that's when we start getting, like, after Unicorn in, like, narrative, I feel like that's when newer factions start trying to come in. I think they fell off after Unicorn. Federation post 1 year war just kicks back and wait for the angsty Gundam kids to carry the W. Yeah, I mean, at that point, yeah. That's just what they wait for. I mean, hey, it works every time, right? I still really hope they add the Anaheim Electronics Sinanju Stein, though. I really want them to add that as a 4-star. Barely anything is left of Zeon Remnants post-Unicorn, so everything fell apart. I mean, yeah, because, like, literally the way Kakarot described it in the video is that with the Sleeves, they're the leftovers of the leftovers. So, like, I feel like there cannot be that many of them left. Other than Mars Zeon, but that's some years later. Yeah, like, I feel like, yeah, that's probably the exception, is, like, Mars Zeon. And, I mean, you also had the Republic of Zeon, but, like, they weren't really remnants, they were just a new government based around Zeon, so... I feel like they really don't count as part of that, but, like... Yeah, like, you have, like, the Republic of Zeon, and then later, Mars Zeon. And after that, you just have, like, a whole bunch of newer factions. So, like... That really seems like that's really it. And they don't seem like they're brought up ever again. Barely touched on government, yeah. I wish they would do a bit more with that, because, I mean, I feel like there is some interesting stuff with the Republic of Zeon. Like, I feel like you could probably do some interesting concepts of that, but yeah. The most Republic of Zeon gets is doing narrative things, yeah. Like, I feel like that's, like, the only time they really get to do anything. Is during Operation Phoenix Hunt. Like, I would love to see more about them. I think that'd be pretty cool to see what they kind of maybe do on, like, their own side of things, instead of, like, being connected to, like, what other factions are doing. It'd be cool just to see them, you know, how they do their own things. Maybe, like, if they do develop their own mobile suits. I think that'd be pretty cool. Sometimes some members of Midnight Fenrir join the Republic of Xeon to stop Xeon extremists. Well, that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, like, there's stuff you can do with that. There's stuff you can do with that. But, yeah, they just don't seem to get a whole lot outside of narrative. So... Because, I mean, I feel like you can do more with them than just... Like, I'd be interested if they actually have their own mobile suit designs, because narrative just shows them using, like, the Gera Zulus and whatnot, so, like... I feel like you could just... There's a lot you can do with that. I wouldn't mind seeing that as some, like, future thing. I have the trailer playing in the background here with the Violent Custom O2. I guess that's what the mangas are for. I mean, yeah, there might be something that has a bit more information on them. The manga maters. Oh no, the manga maters. Yeah, can't stress that much. I can't stress enough how much I want that suit in, but I'll save that for another time since I've already went on about that suit long enough. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here for tonight since yeah. Is that suit a raid? Which one? The new Violent? Because if it's a new Violent, the new one, it's a support. So they did complete the Violent trifecta. Violent support, yeah, they completed the trifecta. You have the general, same thing, you have two generals, because you have the Isolot as well, but you have two generals, you have the raid, and then you have the support, so you can have a full team of, you know, Violence now, and they can all be different classes. Still waiting on the Grego from Crossbone. Would they even be able to add anything Crossbone related to Gundam Battle Operation 2? I don't think so, right? As cool as that would be, because I would really, I do love the Crossbone design. 750 cost leaked. Yeah, like, I assume that's, like, further in the timeline, so I don't think they could add that. But like I said, it would be cool, though. I do like the designs of stuff, yeah. Late UC never. Yeah, maybe, probably not till Gundam Battle Operation 3, when they have to actually add new suits. Still add the Grego, because it's the Grego. Yeah, Gundam Battle Operation 3, they're gonna put in that stuff. But yeah, here it is, 600 cost support. Everyone go look up the Grego, it's horrible. I already did. I just looked it up. But yeah, so this makes this what? Our there's gotta be like what, our fourth support? Fifth support? Sixth? Probably a sixth. Seventh? We actually have a lot more 4-star supports than I thought we did. But yeah, another 4-star support to add to the roster here. Bro, who is piloting the Greco? Some guy. Some guy. Man so legendary we don't even know his name. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what they release next week. I am very curious. I need a restraining order to feel safe from that suit. Yeah, I'm very curious about what they're going to release because they have been focusing a whole lot on 600 and 650 recently. So I don't know if maybe that's the range they're kind of focusing on right now. Like I think pretty much all of the past releases have been just alternating 600, 650, with like the one exception, like before this all started, being the Gundam EX floating Haimozaku. Oh, they do need to add those. Yeah, the Zaku surf is high mobility type. Yeah, it'd be really cool to get those in as a multi-banner. That would be the one thing that I feel like would stir me away from like trying to save up tokens for the Magna Martel is if they add those things. Because that would probably be a very easy multi-banner for them to do. But yeah, like I think like they've really been like hitting us with the 600, 650 cost units. Like that I'm not joking when I think that's literally all we've been getting. Well, I guess unless you were on, well, PC, because you got the Burning Gundam. But then again, that game's 2 months behind to begin with, so they're not at the same place that we are. Because, like, 650 with the G first, then you had the Zeta Plus A2 600, then it was the Gundam Mark V MP equipped with the 650. Then you have the Gundam Delta Kai 600. So, yeah, and then you had 400 with the Gundam EX. Kind of with the Jiwagu Kai. Is that the one that has the heat sword? Sort of like that design more than the elephant? Than the OG elephant? Vei Jiwagu? Jiwagu Kai? Oh no, it is different. That was very interesting. That's a very interesting design. It's more obscure version. But yeah, I can tell it doesn't even have a colored image. It doesn't even have a colored image. It's just blue. And it's got a much longer gun too. Wait, hold on a second. Yo, are those giant bazooka barrels? The barrels on it are actually Rictom 2 style bazookas for the barrels. And it's got a normal hand. That is very interesting. Jiwagu high mobility type. That already exists, you just gotta go in water to unlock it. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jiwagu Kai does look interesting. I mean, I feel like we probably would get the MSV version first, though, with the heat sword. I don't know about the Kai. Considering I can only find 2 images of it, it does seem like it's way more on the obscure side. High mobility Joagu is the max upgrade added Joagu, or a max upgrade Joagu in the Arctic PSP games. Or Missing Link where the Joagu can dodge roll. Dang, we need to buff the Joagu in this game. Give it the dodge roll. Oh, actually, it looks like somebody tried to make a Joagu Kai model kit. Some variation of it, at least. Not exact by the looks of it, but the attempt seems to have been made. Honestly, sure, let the elephant dodge roll. Well, they'd give it, that's the thing, they wouldn't even let it dodge roll. They'd give it the resist move skill. They should add a mechanic where you can push heavy mobile suits to make them go a little faster. Technically, you can do that. That is technically a thing you can possibly do. Let me run high mobility Zaku and push my Zak. There are some suits I've actually found you can do that. Like, you can push a mobile suit and it will make them go faster. But it's like weird. I don't know which suits it kind of does it for. Like, I don't know, I feel like you have to be like a hover suit for it to work. And it's like, it's weird. Like, I have had it where, like, for brief moments, especially on Arctic Base when you're at the very beginning, maybe it's based on how wide the suit is, it could be. I've had it on Arctic Base where at the very beginning, I've had it where whoever's behind me will be a faster suit than me, and then we'll be boosting at the same time, and they'll push my suit, and I'll actually go the speed that they're going. I won't be going my normal speed, so technically it does seem like it is possible. I just don't know what the circumstances really are. If you haven't seen it, when looking for the Joagu Kai, the God Kai also has some weird art. It's got high Gog arms and shoulder armor. Oh, let me find that one. Okay, well I did find an image of that one. It's got a wider body too. God Kai would be so peak in GBO2. It's got like a wider body too. Like they tried to give it the high Gog shape for the body. Oh, and here's the, I think that's the art for it. Kind of. I guess that's like the closest they have to it. But yeah, it's on the same page. Oh, is it more of it? No, it's regular Gog. Yeah, I think there's another one. There's not really... Yeah, there's only the one image. I can only find the one image of it. That actually does look cool. Like, that'd be a nice, like, hybrid between the GOG and the high GOG. Like, just kind of have it be a middle ground in development. That'd be pretty cool. Have you guys seen the Zak Kai? I've got to be able to carry around my teammates in GBO2. Or the Zak Thunderbolt. Is there even a Thunderbolt Zak? I don't know. I don't think the Thunderbolt Zak. It's got searches up here. I think there actually is one. Yeah, there's a Thunderbolt Zak. And it's like this really, yeah, big carry thing. Yeah. Zak TP can carry around ag guys. Honestly, imagine that being a feature. And just being able to carry around the TB ag guys. That'd be cool. I mean, yeah, I know that that's something they definitely would not add. because I feel like that would just be way too big. And it heals the TV ad guy as well inside. Please no. They should make that a boss. Honestly, that'd be a pretty interesting boss like thing. But yeah, I feel like that probably wouldn't be that definitely wouldn't be an actual suit. That thing is way too big. They'd have to like downsize it completely for it to even like be allowed. See how my Hanger mobile suit's doing? Because I just put some more before my platinum went out. Yeah, it's still in there. Zeong with legs dropping win. I really don't know if we're gonna get the perfect Zeong. Mass production Hama Hama. Now we need the Engage Hama. That's the only Hama we need. We need the Engage Hama and the Medusa. Honestly, they should add the Engage Hama. I think that'd be a pretty cool addition. Like, I actually think as maybe a lower cost Hama variant, that'd be cool. They mass produce that thing. You know, they're gonna mass produce everything if they can. Zeong with legs is that one thing I forget the name of. Pretty sure it's from the MSG novel. Well, yeah, isn't it the perfect Zeong? Or is it something else? It's a different suit? Oh wait, is it that Great Zeong? Like, it's like that non-canon one or whatever. That one that, like, the whole body splits up. Kikaroga. Oh. What the heck? That was not what I was expecting, but yeah, sure. I mean, hey, shoulder beam cannons, that might be pretty interesting. I'm actually not even that opposed to the design. It actually looks kind of cool. Like, I feel like if you actually modified the proportions a bit, it would actually look good. Like, really good. I do kind of like that. That's not gonna lie. Honestly, it almost feels like a basis to, like, the Game Hulk. Like, this feels like a 1 Year War era Game Hulk. That's pretty much the vibe it gives me. And you have the SD version of it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I meant to do it earlier, but we kept going. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here for the night because I do have to finish prepping the video for tomorrow. So hey, first video of December gonna be tomorrow. That's pretty fun. Imagine if one day run out of ideas and just release a suit with an atomic bomb. That would just be the GBO2 if they actually gave it the atomic bazooka. Like that's actually what that would be. That would just be the atomic bazooka GBO2. There's like a gray Garadoga styled Game Malkin SD Gundam just called the Doga. Interesting. Yep, have a good one, Victim. Yeah, gonna wrap things up here. I am under the shadow of a pole. Yep, that's gonna be it for tonight. Make the final preparations on my video for tomorrow. Gonna be covering another part of the large unit adjustments from November, so that's gonna be next on the agenda list there. But yeah, I really don't have too much else to say. Really looking forward to whatever they release next. If you don't see me making any new testing videos, more accurate, it's called a prototype Doga. If you don't see me making any testing videos for a bit, it's because I mentioned in this stream I do plan on saving my tokens up. I'm really waiting for them to add Magna Martel, and if that suit has a step up, I want to be able to have enough tokens to do it. So that's what I'm saving up for. That's going to be what I'm kind of saving enough tokens for that for. But outside of that, you know, if we get any other mobile suits that are either new or newish, and I do get them, you know, I'll make sure to do some videos on that. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna have a video tomorrow and Wednesday as usual. I do have a UC Engage video from this morning, and well, yeah, that's all I have to say for this Saturday stream here. I'll make sure to, you know, get everything I need to get done, so there is a video for tomorrow. Just gotta finish, you know, just getting it prepped. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. You know, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. You know, also share if you think there's anybody that may be interested, because it helps out the channel a whole lot. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Later.